Welcome, children of light. You tuned into the Phoenician Star, and my name is Eva. Before we get started, we're going to take a moment to breathe. I'm going to be quiet during this time, but I am here supporting your breath, supporting your life force. And you do so much, or you try to do so much, but you never really take the time to take a deep breath, and I want to support you in that. So here we go. All right. Um, Two things. One, well, really three things. This reading is for those who were left behind. And for some reason, I have to phrase it like that. But I want to address this one to those who weren't able to face their shadows, those who couldn't really make a decision or look themselves in the mirror and face what repressed part of themselves that was calling out. That's who it's for. But there's also someone who needs to plant their feet firmly on the floor, on the ground, whatever that means. And there was something else, but I forgot. Oh well, it'll come back if it's important. I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Oh yes, the other thing was when I was preparing for the reading, I burned a bay leaf. And this time it did something that it's never done before. Usually it burns a little bit and then goes out on its own. But this time it burned nearly entirely up. Like I had to get it out of my hand, it was so burned. I'm not really sure what that means. I don't want you to be frightened because of that, but maybe this is going to be an important reading for somebody. The Empress is the first card out. And the Hierophant card. And the Death card. I still have to read it like it comes. I still can't change the message, guys. There are two sides of you. There's one there's like half of your face that's covered. Half of your personality that's covered up. Your shadow self. The part of you that you don't want to face, that you don't want anybody else to see. I don't want to say it like that. Okay, I'm feeling two different things, and one of them is going to be kind of harsh. One is you have to make a decision about this when you're ready. And then for some of you, it's coming out if like I think that this one is more geared to those who can't make a decision on whether or not to face the shadow, whether or not to heal this wound, whether or not to address this issue. If you don't make a decision about this, then a decision is going to be made for you. I'm not going to try to overread. I'm not going to try to see exactly what it is that's going on in your individual life. I'm just going to say the message as it comes, and you do what you will with it. It's like you're forgetting what it is that you really want. What you really want more than anything is to accept yourself as you truly are, and for others to be able to accept you as you truly are. But there's no way that anybody else in the world is going. For one, we can't really look for people out in the world to accept us, because people in the world are they're not stable, enough for us to rest our selves on them, for lack of a better phrase. But the thing is, you can't really get anybody to accept you for who you truly are if you don't accept yourself for who you truly are. You got to learn how to love yourself first. As cliche as that is, it is the truth. You've got to learn how to love you. Um, and in order to love you fully, you've got to address the parts of yourself that you deem unworthy or ugly or dark or even evil. I don't like to use that word, on this channel, but I will say that. Yeah, I will say that. Um, Let me keep going. Some of you have surrendered to your fake side. It's like, I'm just gonna be fake until whenever, until the end. I'm just gonna continue to be fake. Um, that isn't for everybody. Some of you are struggling with this and you don't know which way to turn, and that's okay. And really, for all of you, it's okay. If you've decided to just be faking your life, then I'm not judging you for it. I'm only reading the cards as they're coming out. Some of you have decided that that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna just stay fake for the rest of your life because you can't allow anybody to see this. Even if I'm even getting the sense of someone who kind of needs to go to a psychiatrist but doesn't want to, because they don't even want the psychiatrist to know that they're thinking these thoughts, or that deep down they are this person. But there's some kind of change in the wind that is coming up, and some of you, it's gonna show up. That aspect of yourself that you're trying to hide away, it's going to reveal itself. And I don't want to get you worried. I'm only telling you what's coming out, and I'm not reading too much into it. And I don't know what that means. It's different for each person, and I don't feel like trying. There is a time coming when you're not going to have a choice but to be in between. And yesterday I was talking about that, being in between, like being a light body, a spirit body, a star bound to a body, a star seed. Yesterday, that's how it was coming out. You have no choice but to be a star seed and a human, even though being a human is really hard. So that may resonate with you. Or it could be your masculine side, you're burying that down, or your feminine side, you're burying that down, when you're gonna have to be both. A time is gonna come where you're gonna have to be two things at once, and you can master this. It's within each of us, but the fact that you're suppressing it is not really doing you any good. But you kind of don't need to worry about it, because of whatever is approaching. You're gonna be pulled in between anyway, and you're gonna do it flawlessly, so don't really worry about it. It's like whatever it is that you need is gonna come to you anyway. And once it's gonna be like, once somebody sees you for that in between person that you are, or once you see yourself as that in between person that you are, the one who can balance all things, you're gonna fall in love with yourself, or someone else is gonna fall in love with you. I'm even getting the sense of someone who is going to, like, get a part in a movie. That's really what I'm sensing. It's like somebody is going to see you do something, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that person will be great for this movie." That's not for everybody. That's for, like, maybe one person, maybe two. And the other person is in a play or something like that. That's not for everybody, but there is something about somebody seeing you in the great in between, and you seeing yourself in the great in between. and you're going to fall in love with yourself, or someone else is going to fall in love with you or think that you're perfect for a position. This, never mind. I don't. I'm seeing a lot of things, and I don't want to overcloud it. You just need a really clear message. It's almost like your spiritual team is laughing at you. Um, and I'll be honest, I'm hearing, look at this fool, but it's in a very loving way. It's like you keep trying to outrun yourself, and there's no way you can do that. There's no way that you can outrun who you truly are or who you're truly meant to be. It's going to always catch up with you. Your shadow self is there to help. Like, it doesn't need you to be afraid of it. Like, it's just there to help. I'm trying to quiet my mouth because I'm seeing a lot of things and I keep wanting to say it out, but I'm trying to make it really, really concise. You don't want to be the person who you keep hiding because you've been previously judged by the world for who you are. You've previously judged yourself or had someone that you really care about tell you, that's not right, or you look stupid, or you're you're not attractive, or something like that. Something someone did, or something you did. Maybe you did it, and when you did it, you hurt somebody else, so you don't want to have to deal with it. You don't want to have to heal that wound. There's there's something that happened that caused a lot of pain. It happened on the earth plane. And you don't want to have to face it. That's why you kept it hidden. You kept it hugged up tight, wrapped up tight, so nobody could see it, not even you. And it all this time, all it did was really get stronger. I am hearing that phrase from the Bible, and I'm not quoting it right. It's not the direct words, but it's like, I didn't come for the death of Lazarus, but I came so that he could have everlasting life. It's it feels like that. I'm not saying anybody's going to pass away or anything like that, but it's just that phrase is coming to mind, so I have to say it. And when whatever happens to you, whenever you face your fat shadow, whether it's now or in the next 6 years, whatever, um, maybe you will get the sense of what that means. You'll find the strength to tear down this top tower. You'll find the strength to embrace your spirituality, embrace the mystery of life, embrace the supernatural, embrace the fact that miracles can happen, and that even perhaps you are the miracle. Now, my apologies. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope that was helpful. And follow your own star.